All right, I don't have a lot to say right now. Thank you so much for the opportunity. When you said that we would be speaking into a microphone, I was picturing only one. Here we are with 4, and I bet one day this will grow into a studio with 5.
You think so?
From there, a studio with 6. From there, a studio with 7. And ladies and gentlemen, back at home, I want you to have the same kind of energy and hope in your own lives. Some people might only have 1 microphone, some people 4. But with a little hard work and dedication, just like the So It Goes podcast, you too may one day have 5 microphones. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to So It Goes, WNIA Radio, So It Goes, WNIA Radio, So It Goes podcast. Today, it's myself, Priege, good buddy, Nick Endrist.
Swag money.
That was rough. That was bad. We have a wonderful guest today, a very put-together guest. He goes by many names, but today we'll call him Mr. Andrew MacDavid. Andrew MacDavid, how are you?
Pleasure to be here, Carson Harper. Thank you so much for having me. You too, Nick Endrist.
So welcome.
How's it going?
At first, I must compliment. I can see every comb mark in your hair.
I was going to say,
and
when
it
he
is
walked
so
in, I was like,
neatly.
perfect.
I was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, every single hair strand needs to be in an exact location, and it's there.
Really?
Right now.
Okay, so
Yep.
what do you use? Like a brush, a comb, like a wickered brush?
See, I know
Amish
this has been a
comb?
topic of interest of
Really?
you in the past. Yeah, no, I know
Yeah.
that.
Very much so.
Yeah, no, we got a little bit of comb action and a little brush action. Little bit of both.
Okay.
2 techniques in one.
What kind of brush?
One of those big square rectangular ones.
With the plastic.
Is it a wet brush?
Yeah, no, not a wet brush.
And, okay,
no.
but it doesn't have like the bristles like a.
No, it comes out those little circular ones.
Oh, okay, cool. I know what you mean.
I mean, how about you? What are you using?
Let me show you because I feel like it's hard to explain.
Okay, good. There's
It's-
a slideshow presentation.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Carson Harper,
And I'm Nick Endrist.
and we are So It Goes podcast.
But we're not So It Goes without UR Designs.
UR Designs, check them out on Instagram. Olivia, would you like to say anything about your wonderful business?
Check us out on Instagram at Your Designs. And we sell Bill stuff. We sell custom clothing.
Their stuff is great for podcasting, walking, looking good, and being positive.
And going to the Bills game, too. Bristle brush. My sister uses it. Yeah.
That looks like medieval.
It works, dude. Yeah, really.
Saw it in the bathroom one day and it just worked for you?
Yeah, I was like, screw it. I can't find my comb. Turned out to be my luscious last.
Now, Andrew MacDavid.
Andrew Robert Polycarp MacDavid.
Thank you.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Andrew Robert Polycarp MacDavid. The third.
Robert Polycarp?
Polycarp.
Poly or Polly?
Polycarp.
Like Polly Pocket, but instead of pocket, it's carp, like the fish. So
Is it
Polycarp.
hyphenated?
No. One name. So Andrew first name, Robert middle name, Polycarp saint name, MacDavid last name.
It's MacDavid?
It's Mac.
Yeah, we went over this before.
MAC
haven't we?
or McDick.
McDick.
It's also a name.
Wow.
Would you mind if I let your viewers know a little bit about Saint Polycarp?
Please go
Yes,
right ahead.
Please go right ahead.
Born in 69 AD, named after the first-gen Pokemon Poliwag and Magikarp, Saint Polycarp is the patron saint of earaches. Burned at the stake as a martyr, being a water-type Pokemon, the fire was not very effective, so it did not kill him until they stabbed him and he died. And that's who I want to be like one day. So
You want to be this patron saint of earrings,
I
and
would
then
love
get
to.
stabbed to death?
of course. I mean,
Okay,
if your
so-
ears are ever hurting, I can't stress enough how important it is to pray to Saint Polycarp.
I used to
Really?
get horrible earaches as a child.
And did you pray to Saint Polycarp?
No, I got tubes.
Ooh, see.
I need to get those now because of the
Really?
ringing in my ear.
Oh, that's such
Because
that
I swam
sucks.
for so much, I swam so long that the pressure kept building up, and my Eustachian tube, which is like the tubes that drain from your ear canals down.
Yeah.
This one is clogged.
I remember in Florida, you'd be like,
Yeah.
all the time.
I'd be like, oh, got out of the pool. Dude, I would throw my head against the freaking wall.
This is just like a every summer thing for you when you
Dude,
swim? And you haven't done anything?
Okay, so I go to the doctor, right, and he said the best way to do it right now, if I don't want to get tubes in, which it's like, it just sounds like a heartbeat, right?
Okay, yeah, like a pulse? Okay, sure.
And
I was a nursing major for 2 years.
Yeah,
so.
yes, a pulse. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Correct terms. So if I hear it, it just means like my allergies are really bad, which I know it because I'll wake up with my window open and I'll like wake up to the sound and I'll be like, great. So I'll take an allergy medication and I'll do my nose spray and it works.
Yeah.
But like, and then it'll go away. But it's like sometimes if it's it'll come like I don't know. It's here and there.
Okay.
But it's because of the pressure buildup and everything. Yeah.
And tubes would solve all of this.
Tubes would solve all of it.
What are you waiting for? You just don't want
Fine.
that.
It'll go away eventually.
Get 'em in
the
the
pressure
winter.
will finally build down. But yeah.
Okay, well, best of luck with that.
Thank you. I got a junior year, like summer of sophomore going into junior year.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went away. And then it didn't come back until March 1st of 2022.
I mean, I
So
feel like,
right before
Right before Daytona.
Slaytona.
have you tried praying to St. Polycarp?
I might do that right now, actually.
Should we?
Yeah, let's all.
In the name of the Father.
Hold
the
on,
Son,
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah, hands
yeah.
off for the prayer, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
In the name of the Father, the Son,
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Let us pray.
Dear St. Polycarp, I am praying to you in hopes that you can solve my earache and my troublesome pulse ear, also known as tendinitis, which most people over the age of 75 get. But unfortunately, me as a young 19-year-old that has just finished puberty, I have it. In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
St. Polycarp, Nick Andrews has early on-site ear tendinitis. He's a good buddy of mine.
Talk to him.
He has ear tubes and a pulse, but not actually ear tubes yet.
Not yet. What?
In your name I pray.
Amen.
Amen. Or as they say, last night I was at my brother's football banquet, and all the players like came around, did a prayer, and then instead of saying amen, they go, in the name of the Lord. I was like, I've never heard that before.
your football
At Maryvale?
At Maryvale.
Is that a public institution?
It is a public institution.
Okay, so like
The boys just love the Lord.
they can lead themselves in prayer. It just can't be like coach led or
Correct,
something, right?
correct.
I did learn that in AP
Oh,
Government
really?
We
Economics,
used to
I
have,
believe,
yeah, our coach used to do a pregame prayer, but he would say, whatever you follow.
Okay, there you go. Covering
So
all
it could
bases.
be the Giants-
non-monogamous God.
The
or
giant
whatever.
spaghetti giant flying spaghetti monster
Yeah.
Yeah.
at DJ.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he didn't talk about
I'm in a
it.
class like above you.
Oh,
like, I'm in
Dr.
206.
DJ, the philosophy professor.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes.
have him, but I've had a lot of his students in the writing center.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So
I got
you-
100 on my rating paper thanks to Kelly
I
Fritz.
know. Congrats
Yeah.
on that. She
My
rips
God.
people's papers apart.
Is that the talk of the town in the rating center? That Nick Enders got his first 100 ever on a paper?
We talk about all the students.
What?
Usually the conversation is revolving around Nick
Of
Andrews.
course. What else would be?
No one thought he could do it.
No,
here we are.
My parents were like, are you sure? You should probably check the comments and make sure. I had no comments.
No comments.
Except she wrote her own and was like very good, and she told me about her history with it.
Oh.
It was about the love canal. You know what that is?
like, no. Like, that ear
Not
canal.
that, not the love canal.
History with the love canal. I don't
Picture this. I'll do a quick rerun.
Okay, sure.
It's the 1900s.
Yeah.
It's population's booming in Niagara Falls, right? You have to close your eyes. Imagine it.
Oh.
Population's booming in Niagara Falls, right? Nikola Tesla's starting, or what do you call it? The water is starting to generate power. So then this guy named William T. Love, he decided to make a canal and build close your eyes.
Oh,
build a
shit.
power plant. Yeah, watch it, Polycarp.
My fucking bad.
So he then he built a canal, right? And then he lost funding because Nikola Tesla started the, I don't know what it's called.
Fucking Tesla.
Yeah, I know. He started that. So then...
Any relation to Elon Musk?
I don't think so.
It's kind of interesting. Okay.
Why are your eyes closed?
Because
Okay. I'm on it today. So then he shut down the project, right? And then this company bought it called Hooker Chemical, right? And my whole paper, I was like, Hooker this, Hooker that. And then she emailed me back and was like, Hooker was a horrible thing. I'm like, yeah, I know Hooker's horrible.
we're talking about Love Canal Hooker.
Yeah, Love Canal, Hooker, so then Hooker Chemical, this was it was just an empty pit.
Eyes closed again.
Yes, eyes closed. So then they started putting barrels in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they soiled it off, sold it to Niagara Falls Public City Schools for $1. That huge, 11 acres piece of land.
$1.
$1. So they
Wow.
built neighborhoods and they put neighborhoods and buildings up there
Yeah.
and schools. And then 2 years later, there was like chemicals seeping up. Yeah, thank you. Seeping up from the ground and everything. And all the chemicals started seeping up from the ground and into people's basements, into their backyards. And these kids were coming home with chemical burns. Kids were dying. So, yeah.
What? This is just, I shouldn't be laughing. This is not a good look. Please don't bring this up. What? Kids were dying of just chemical burns because...
It was that bad. It was like a chemical company was doing, they were putting their waste underground.
And they just didn't care that like kids were going to...
Because they didn't know.
Oh, they didn't know.
They sold it to Niagara
How
Falls and
convenient.
didn't tell them. Because the EPA wasn't formed then, where they had to report everything.
Can't stress enough how important the EPA is.
Yes, the Environmental Protection Agency of the United States of America.
Thank you.
I actually don't know much about them, so if they're like a shitty corporation, don't come after me.
They're watching this right now. They're like, the Environmental Protection Agency has nothing to do with the environment. They're just watching podcasting. Talking about. Wait, is that a knock on the door? I think it's the EPA.
Oh, close it down.
So you are or were the GM of the Junior Bills flag football team.
In my past life, I was,
Your
yes.
past life.
Yes.
Now, you have been very formal. I think we can appreciate of your very formal texts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do elaborate.
Okay, so I feel that when you're on the field, there should be a dog that should be awakened in every single man. Once you're on the field, if you're not giving it 100%, just being an absolute animal, then I really don't want to be playing with you on the same team. It's not even necessarily about the fun. The fun is about being a dog. Now, when you're...
A dog!
A dog! Like dog! When you're off the field, all about just being a straight-up gentleman, just being a scholar. I like to
that.
be very businesslike in my interactions
Right.
with my players. I like to just have that dual relationship with them. That way I know that both of them exist. Now, if there is more of a scholar and he's like down the field, sure, we kind of need that strategy. If there's more of a dog off the field, you appreciate a dog off the field. But I appreciate to tap into both of those.
Okay. Would you like to hear your offer?
Let's hear it, please.
Mr. Harper, I have an interesting offer that I would like you to consider. The Junior Bills are once again forming a flag football team, and we're aiming to build a team that will take it all the way this time. Our front office believes that you will make a marvelous addition to our already stacked roster. Games will be Sunday mornings at 9:30, 10:30, or 11:30. Get back to me at your earliest convenience if you've been interested. If you choose to accept, we can send the Junior Bills a request to join the intramural website, and we will accept you to our roster. Which I reply... However, I said I am extremely blessed to announce I will be furthering my academic and athletic career with the Junior Bills. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and coaches for helping me to this point. All there is left to say is, Junior Bills country, let's ride. That aged like milk. Absolutely love to hear your acceptance. The front office will be anticipating your request to join our guys and handle the rest. Hope you're ready to win. Handshake emoji. Congratulations, Mr. Harper. You are officially a Junior Bill.
I mean... You read it exactly as it was supposed to be read.
Okay.
So, I mean, props to that. Your response was anything I could have hoped for. I mean, I do have to say, people at home, I know you know Mr. Harper mostly as a podcast man, but he's a multifaceted individual, and being a dog on and off the field is something that he is known for. I'd like to make that known very clearly on the podcast. And he is a scholar as well, which I'm sure you can tell through his podcast. So, I mean, props to you. I mean, you were everything the Junior Bills were looking for. People at home, I know we have a lot of fans, might remember the season didn't go quite as planned, but
A lot of bird poop.
We weren't on the turf this year, which was an
was
interesting
tough.
call. We were playing
really?
Sunday mornings.
Very tough.
Another interesting decision. No shade at anyone. I mean, I love the intramural program. I think it's amazing, but it was an interesting season.
It was.
So, Caden Johnson, I don't know if you've heard of him.
We've had him on.
He's a
No.
He's a ginger, right?
He is a ginger.
Oh,
one
yes,
of
one
them.
of the gingers in
There's
power.
a lot of gingers in power at Niagara.
He gets it.
A lot of gingers in power. Like,
He
and a
gets
long-standing history, too. It's not just
So
right
do you
now.
consider yourself a ginger?
I've been told that, like,
Yeah.
some people see the strawberry.
Because right now
but-
you're like darker, but I feel like over the
Yeah.
summer you were very light.
Yeah, no, I mean, the sun, makes hair lighter for sure. So I would not consider myself a ginger in power. Let me make it clear.
Smart
right
idea.
now.
Smart idea.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't either.
I mean, I'm friends with gingers, And I'm friends with gingers in power, but it gets a little scary sometimes.
No, I totally understand because I know exactly what you
Yep.
can't talk too loud because they'll come over and listen.
You also responded very awesome today. Sir MacDavid. The So It Goes PR team has looked over your availability and has decided to offer you an invitation to speak into a microphone with Carson Harper and Nick Endress at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Dunleavy Hall, room 217, a.k.a. Monty's basement. To which you replied, Mr. Harper, it would be a great honor to speak into a microphone with you and Nick Endress on the highly renowned So It Goes podcast.
Highly renowned.
I gladly accept this opportunity and look forward to 2:30 with much anticipation.
And here we are.
I freaking love your text messages.
Thank you.
They're so much fun.
Thank you. And you know what? You reflect my energy, which I appreciate. I don't know if you know Jackson Rickard.
Do we? Yeah.
The third half of Monty and the
Third
Boys.
Musketeer.
The third half of Monty and the Boys. Of course we do.
The third of Monty and the Boys. That's it.
No, he's the third half.
The third half.
The third half. There's a half of three.
Okay, yeah, no, for sure.
Somewhere.
He's another gentleman where if you text him with big words and like using way more words than necessary, he will absolutely do the same thing back.
see if we've got
It's
any.
a pleasure.
Oh, yes, when I ask him for my little special deliveries once a month.
Yep.
It's like, dear Jackson of the finest apartment of 4F.
Finest apartment.
Yeah. Because finest starts with F.
Oh,
4F, the 4 of the finest.
It was actually a struggle when we were making our group chat what the F was going to stand for.
Why? What was your last group chat? Was it like 4 apartment 4E?
Well, yeah, we were 4E, but
Yeah.
we did, what were we? 4 excellent. We were 4 excellent.
Oh, okay.
So then for 4F, well, we had to keep the alliteration going, of
You
course.
should have done 4 bitches get money.
See, we could have, but then bitches get money. That's kind of. There's not the alliteration we were looking in there, so
Right,
we were
no,
thinking like
yeah,
4
yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Going with excellent, fantastic.
Yeah.
We thought 4 foot fetishes, which is great because there's 2 F's in there. Not great because I feel like there's like a stigma.
There's a huge stigma around foot fetishes.
There is. And
I don't
listen,
have a foot fetish.
No,
I'm not into that.
I'm not going to say I do either, but
Yeah.
you don't choose to have a foot fetish.
To each
people.
their own. It takes all kinds to make the
their
world go
You
around.
know how much money people make
Yeah.
off
yeah.
of Feet Finder and
Absolutely.
Friends with Feet?
Feet Finder, the alliteration.
Yeah.
Feet Finder. Damn
Feet
it.
Finder 4. Yeah.
Feet Finder 4. Yeah. So many directions we could have gone that we did. I don't know if you know Cam Hardy. He actually he
Party
shut,
Hardy.
He
Party
Party Hardy. Gotta love him. He shut down the idea, which may have been a good thing. It may have been a good thing. Maybe we needed that reasoning. We ended up going with 4 friends, which
4 friends.
which I feel like is wholesome.
That sounds like a PBS show. 4 friends. La-di-da-di-da.
And then it asks you for your money after.
Oh yeah. In public consideration by.
Like the meme of like Michael Scott like shaking his boss's hands like it's like the 3-year-olds.
Oh, little kids.
Oh God.
So you're doing a placement right now, right? For an education major? Or
So,
you're
like,
TAing?
Sort of, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, not exactly. I've been not really following the rules because, just like jumping in, I haven't really been knowing what's going on this whole time.
Period. I mean,
Yeah,
smooth.
no. But like,
Nobody does.
no one really
No.
does. And that-
The education department is like so confusing with that.
they keep it interesting. They
And
keep
what
us
is
on our
chalk and
toes.
wire?
What the hell?
I don't know, man. I just try and avoid it. No, so I'm doing a placement at middle school. We're doing a book club. We actually just got finished reading The Outsiders.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
what a great book.
An amazing book. Really, so many elements that are just perfect for the middle school age when they're growing up
Do you like
that,
middle
coming
school?
of age. I do like middle school. I like all ages, honestly. Like I like elementary, middle school, middle school. I don't know.
Keep going.
I like teaching all ages of children.
Teaching
Okay,
what?
I don't know. We shouldn't be laughing right now. There's nothing funny about what I just said.
So I've done middle school and elementary school, and by far middle school is the funniest.
Yeah.
My favorite. Do you have moaners in your class? Where they'll just sit back there and they'll go, like we're reading a book. Like you're taking a test. Why are you moaning?
No, yeah. I walked
The
into middle
hormones are
school.
just through the roof.
Dude, my favorite is keep your hands above your desk.
Can we stop playing footsies?
I'm
You're like in my bubble, dude.
Oh,
sorry.
Apartment 4 foot fetish. Make it a thing.
But yeah, all my middle schoolers, like when we were taking math tests, you would just hear, and the teacher would go, Stop it. It's a math test.
But as a teacher, what can you even do? Because, like, you can make a rule, like, and post on the front of the
No
group.
moaning,
It says
but what are you gonna
moaning.
say?
But, like, what are kids gonna do at that point? Like, at that point,
Dude,
you're just
I was a kid, and
encouraging
if it said no moaning, I'd be like, no more moaning. Why? Oh.
That made me wildly uncomfortable.
And then this is a full-grown adult right now. I just said that's just, we're dealing with middle school. Right? Like, he's the teacher here. Like, you really can't win against middle school. It's really like, if you can't beat them, join them. You have to, have to get on their wavelength and somehow teach them about the symbolism in the out.
I love gold.
Right, and the problem is that the cool teachers are like with them. You know what I mean? They'll agree with them. They'll be cool. But the one, like you said, if you can't beat them, join them.
Absolutely.
The ones that try to beat them are the rock hard. You know what I'm talking about?
What is the symbolism in The Outsiders?
So there's a lot of
Stay
that.
golden, pointy boy.
I mean, yeah, stay golden. Pointy boy. You could talk about that. Like, I had to ask them. I said, "What do you guys think it means to be golden?" And they're like, I'm not trying to call you guys out if you guys are watching. You tried your best. Symbolism's not easy. They're like, I think it's like a piece of metal. And then I was like, yeah. I was like, God damn. No, I was like, okay, but like, let's go a little deeper than that.
He's nice about it. I would straight up be like, it's not think again.
No. I see. I
Have a brain use it.
I try and be like, yeah, that's a really good thought. Let's build off of that. And then I sort of like, guide them in the right. I don't want them to feel bad about it.
Do you wear khakis in your placement?
I do wear khakis.
You have great khaki energy.
Thank you.
Like, there's like Jim Harbaugh and then Andrew McDavid's right there up there with them.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I mean, I just made a portfolio today. Inside this portfolio, I had like a resume. Some references were in there. Could I include that?
I think so.
Okay.
Khaki enthusiast and connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
Khaki connoisseur. That's what your label is going to say when your name pops up here.
Wow. And it got the alliteration I'm going for.
Yes, we love alliteration.
Huge on it.
It's our favorite literary element.
It really is. Is it?
I'm horrible with English. Ask Kelly Flitz.
Kelly Flitz. I think she's brought up in almost every episode.
Yeah.
It's like her and then Snoop Dogg and Martha's a close second.
Yeah. So Kelly Flitz, she was. The word was evolve. How like the love canal evolved from this to this, and she's like, so what's that word? And I was like, I don't know, grow. And she's like, close. It's like from man to ape. I go, Homo sapien? And I was being dead serious. And she probably thought I was drunk off my a-hole. And here I am. And she's like, no, it starts with an E. And I'm like, evolution? And she goes, oh, very close. And I was like, evolve? And she starts dying laughing.
What was the word evolve?
Yeah.
Oh.
I couldn't think of it on my own.
See, Kelly I respect Kelly because I try and mimic her sometimes because she's one of those people who is very kind. Like, she's not going to laugh at you too much, even when you say questionable things.
You should have. My grammar is horrible, though. Horrible. There's one part in the episode where I said, what was it? I said synonym, and she goes, that's onomatopoeia. Or she said
you said it was an acronym, and you said antonym.
Oh yeah, I said that's an. Wait.
She was like, you mean acronym?
I said anagram.
Yeah, you said
I said that's an anagram. She goes, acronym. No wonder why I'm going to teach math. Like,
here's what a lot of people don't realize. So, like,
addition.
if people aren't good at grammar, like, I don't care because grammar is made up, people. It's not real. We just made up a bunch of abstract rules that we, for some reason, follow. There's so many different kinds of grammar out there that, like, if a student is shit at grammar, I really don't care. It's more about the ideas than the grammar, you know? As long as I understand what you were trying to say.
That's fantastic. Now, going into our little breakdown here, do you have anything you would like a speech you would like to say to the people at home? Shall we put a little mood lighting on?
Well, before we get to the speech, why don't we talk about UR Designs?
Oh my God.
Have you ever heard of UR Designs?
I have heard of UR Designs. They made these fantastic hoodies. Look at these. They're so cool.
Aren't they sick
They even got stuff on the back.
They're sick as
So cool. Check out UR Designs on Instagram.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, now to close us out, Andrew McDavid. Ladies and gentlemen, this is So It Goes. Andrew McDavid, thank you so much. You are one of the top people we've had on.
An honor. Thank you so much for having me. And if you wouldn't mind, can I just do a little beatboxing?
Yeah. Oh, please do.
Go, all you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is So It Goes Radio. Peace, love, tranquility. Go Junior Bills. Go Junior Bills.
thanks.
Okay, I got a bucket. Thank you so much for having me. I will not shake your hands right now because I did just spit into them while I was beatboxing. So this thank you instead. That was amazing. You guys are great hosts.
Dude, you're great.